Hey, folks, how you doing? This is Sunday, the 13th of August, 2017. I was not going to do a podcast today, so I, was sitting around reading some posts and getting involved in answering some posts, and, realizing there are a lot of brain-dead people out there. Completely, utterly, I'm going to say it, brain damaged. Intellectually brain damaged. I'll clarify it by that. Here's what I said just now, just about 10 minutes ago on my Facebook page. Let me go to my Facebook page and I will tell you exactly what I said. First of all, disclaimer, adult language ahead, so just a warning. I warned you. I said, stop the bullshit. Trump did not cause anything to happen in Charlottesville, Virginia. He wants peace. He wants people to be free and be able to live and work and have fun and enjoy life. Unfortunately, most people, including brain-dead zombie liberals on Facebook, don't want that. Enough of your bullshit already. Stop accusing him of hate or perpetrating hate. He's not the one encouraging it. He's the one trying to stop it. But, as if I have to remind you, you ain't no fucking saint yourself. So knock off your shit and stop accusing him of starting something when he's trying to stop it. Rant over. That's what I said on my Facebook page. And I said, I wonder how many people are going to delete themselves off of my page. I want people to disagree with me. Okay, as soon as I learn how to spell, I want people to learn how to disagree with me. I mean, I want people to disagree with me and learn how to disagree with me, but not, I repeat, not assert and accuse and make claims that have the ultimate truth in all things. In other words, no one has all the truth. No one does. No one has it. No one does. Okay? No one does. And the fact of the matter is this. And I'm going to put this out here right now. The fact of the matter is this. Since you cannot and I'm going to say this, put it this way. I'm just calming down because I don't want to yell, I don't want to scream, I don't want to rant. The brain-dead zombie liberals that don't like Trump, the ones that side with the social justice warriors, the people out there at Charlottesville, Virginia, who, were out there throwing rocks at these people and throwing bricks, and a guy that, ran over some people and killed them and, killed one person, I think. Somebody want to update me on that. He was an open borders anti-Trump person. Do you see where this is leading? But no. See, the brain-dead liberals on Facebook and the social justice warriors and all these people, they want to completely collapse the United States of America as a whole. They want to completely collapse it. They want to completely destroy it so that they can rebuild it to make it look like the shithole that they want it to be. They want to enslave government so that government can tax everyone else at a higher rate so that they can earmark all of that money to these people that destroyed the United States of America. That's a stretch, I know. That's a grand theory, I know. But this is what these social justice warriors, George Soros-funded groups want. They want to completely collapse the whole United States to where the elites get everything, and even the people that that threw bricks and threw rocks and the social justice, where all these people, those people are going to be in the crosshairs of the elites, because now that they've accomplished what the elites wanted done, they're going to go away. They're going to go away. I'm getting messaged by someone. I really think that when you look at the very nature of the protests that are out there, I don't care if it's in Virginia or elsewhere, look at both factions. You've got people out there wanting peace, freedom, liberty, and security. You want people out there that want peace, that want to support Trump, that want to support a good United States in terms of building it back up and making it better and making America great again, to borrow from President Trump. You've got those people. Then you have the other people on the other side of the street yelling and screaming that they don't want that. They're yelling and screaming that they don't want that they don't want people to be good, to have businesses, to have, to make America great again. No. They're yelling and screaming against these people. And of course, like we saw here just yesterday, it turned violent. I'm going to say this once, and you better hear this. If it continues to go the way it's going right now, the United States will see another civil war. You have always had people that are against peace, freedom, liberty, and security. You've always had people for a devastated United States of America to be another third world country, a North American Union, just totally economically devastated, and the rich get richer and the poor become non-existent. You've always had people that wanted that. But you've always had people who want peace, freedom, liberty, and security, want a greater United States, want a stronger military, want a stronger sense of freedom and liberty where we can go and create businesses and be innovative and create resources for other people. We've always wanted to do that. And there's always people like that. You're never going to get away from the us against them scenario with the Marxist philosophy on one side and peace, freedom, liberty, and security and the philosophy of that on the other. You're never going to get away from it. In other words, you're never going to have 320 plus million people in America having a kumbaya moment. You're never going to have that. And Christians, zip it. Well, we just got to pray and move God's heart that he moves their heart too. Zip it. Because you ain't saints yourself there. You're not the end all of all salvation of the world. Because you got a holy war brewing right in your own backyard, and if you don't understand that, then you are blind as hell. I've spent close to 20 years in 3 different Christian churches, and I can tell you this much right now. I have never seen so many intolerant people in my whole entire freaking life. They're intolerant of everything. Here, let me give you a contrast and a comparison. The comparison is you've got a faction of a religion who throws homosexuals off buildings and cuts off Christians' heads. Then you have a faction of the Christian sect here in the United States of America that wants homosexuality banned across the board, does not want marijuana legalized, does not want any of that. So let me give you the contrast. There is none. Because you're both alike. You both have the audacity to think that you're the only religion in the world that matters. And you better get your head out of your ass and think about that again, because you guys are mirroring one another in the opposite directions. So Christians, zip it. You have nothing to say. He who has not sinned, cast the first stone. It was the Christians in the 1600s, to tell you the truth, back longer than that, in Germany and Denmark, that grabbed these people who were just living their life, growing their food, enjoying life, taking care of their kids, but who had home remedies to cure certain things, to heal certain things. And the Christians got all pissed off, rounded them up, and started accusing them of being witches. And they did it here in Salem, Massachusetts. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I've studied that whole era for about 350 years of all of that time or more. Christians were at the very pinnacle of existing in a world where they themselves were the ones that said, and they may have said it, but they had the philosophy of, if you don't believe us, if you don't believe our God, if you don't believe our way, we will kill you. So Christians, zip it. Your history is tainted and filled with murder and debauchery and the occult. So Christians, until you can clean your own house out, you ain't got no reason to invite anybody in. Zip it. So, that's my indictment against the Christians, because I know, okay, I'm a little pissed off today. Not because of something that happened to me, but just as a general rule, let me go into my Zen moment. Let me go and breathe and calm down a minute. You need to understand that there's trolls out there, as you call them. There's paid provocateurs out there, and I bet you half of those people in Charlottesville, Virginia, that were throwing bricks and rocks and everything else were paid by groups funded by people like George Soros, or maybe even him himself. So it's a staged event to make conservatives and to make people like me look like crap. And it is there in the media, in the mainstream propaganda media, to be the trigger to shut down free speech. And it's not only that. They're trying to shut down free speech for you and I, but they will only have their own free speech. In other words, they shut us up so that they can say what they say and make that the narrative for everyone to believe. And everybody else who doesn't agree with that is going to be shut down. That's the simplest way I can put it. So I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear assertions, accusations, claims. I don't want to hear that anymore. You either, as the old adage goes, either put up or shut up. And since you ain't got the balls to do any, you don't have the brains to do any actual research or the balls to stand up for something that you believe in, you far left liberal, crybaby, loony, frickin' liberals. Since you don't have the guts to do any of that, you guys can just go crawl back under the rock you came out of. Now, I didn't want to get harsh or mean or anything, but I've just had enough. I've had enough. And I am not going to put up with somebody else's ignorance. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. And when there's moments where you don't have everybody trying to divide and conquer, when you don't have people out in the streets yelling and screaming, when you have those moments of so-called peace, you bet your bottom dollar the people in the social justice warriors, the Antifa people, they're all planning on how they can destroy the United States of America. I got a penny, and I'll bet you that penny that that's exactly what they do. But then when you look at them protesting and they have these nice fancy signs with all this perfect writing on it and everything, somebody had to pay for that, didn't they? Somebody had to take all that crap to the printer. You know what I'm saying? So don't give me this crap, it's organic. No, these people are paid provocateurs that come out into the streets to cause the problems, and they tell you before they come out in the streets what they're going to do. There's going to be a rally and blah, blah, blah. Because they want other people like you and I to go out and confront them. And if we never gave them 2 seconds of our time, they'd go away. But maybe. Maybe they'd stay out there and yell and scream and jump up and down and look like freaking idiots because they don't like Trump. Well, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to put this on record right now. All these people that are in the Antifa, anti-fascist is what it is. All these people, well, not anti-fascist, but I don't know what it is, but somebody said that and I picked up on the word, but I don't think that's what it is. These Antifa people, these social justice warriors, these people in that arena, on that side of that arena. I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to put this on record. You are the dumbest pieces of crap on the face of the planet, and you need to pack up your crap and get the hell out of the United States today. And if you don't like it, I don't care. There's millions of people, more than you, that are going to make you leave. You want a civil war in this country? You better be ready, willing, and able to put up or shut up. That's just the way it is. Not because I said it, but because society as a whole steers itself to peace, freedom, liberty, and security. Just look at our society. It's moving in that direction, slowly but surely, but it's moving in that direction. And you noticed in the past several months that the Antifa, social justice warriors, all these people like that, have failed in their mission to accomplish what they set out to do. Every single last one of them. The power of the people and the philosophy of peace, freedom, liberty, and security is stronger than ever in the United States of America. And if people don't like Trump, and I know a lot of them, a couple of them are my friends, all I can say is, you're my friend, I'll shake your hand, we'll go to lunch. But don't tell me. Don't even sit there and insult my intelligence. When you start accusing Donald Trump, President Trump, of starting what happened in Charlottesville, Virginia, or anything of that nature, because you are dead wrong, and you always have been, and you always will be. That is the way it is. So there you go. I'm a little excited, a little passionate, a little upset. So all I ask is, please forgive me. Didn't want to get this riled up, but I saw these posts on Facebook in the last several hours, and I'm just like pissed off. So, again, going into my zen, going into my happy place, The bottom line is, we can never underestimate the power of the elites when it comes to destroying this nation, because they want to. On record, they have bought redoubts, compounds elsewhere in the world. They're operating their organizations from there. Maybe some of them have deep underground facilities here in the United States. Who knows? But they're trying to develop situations and circumstances to where the collapse will eventually happen. It's the ultimate goal that they have. Once they collapse the economy and collapse the money supply, nothing is ever going to be worth anything. You understand what I'm saying? Or hyperinflation, where it'll take you $150 to go into a store to buy milk. Go look at the old pictures and old video and old films of Nazi Germany when hyperinflation took over. Just type that into startpage.com. Hyperinflation, Germany, World War II. You're going to see people walking around with wheelbarrows with piles of money just to buy bread. But if you want a more modern day equivalent to what the elites want for America, look at the country of Venezuela. They are completely and utterly collapsed. There is no government. There is no law. There is nothing in that country. The country is just totally destroyed. Okay. And President Trump is willing, if the generals agree, he's willing to send troops over to Venezuela to stop all that. I don't want that. And I don't want troops in America on any level to be a part of what's going on here. Okay? I think that some people want to see devastation and want to see people who have no hope. They want to break down the more, let's just say, weak-minded to get them to do what they want. I can tell you this much. We need to ban across the board, we need to ban a whole lot of groups and a whole lot of people who are only here to undermine the peace, freedom, liberty, and security we want in this country. If they're subversive and they engage in subversion against this country, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to put this on record. They're treasonous and need to go to prison. That's just the way it is. Anybody threatening Trump, like Chelsea Handler just threatened Trump, said he needs to be taken out. There's a lot of celebrities like that. Okay. Arrest them and charge them with treason. Go for it. The only thing is, well, not the only thing, but one of the things is, We have laws that govern us, laws that protect our freedoms, our liberties, laws that help us gain certain things in life if we are qualified to do so. We have laws protecting us to do that. We also have laws that were put on the books to do one thing and one thing only: to be used as a license for the elites through their politicians in Washington, D.C. to undermine the peace, freedom, liberty, and security of this nation. Period. That's it. Done. Over. Go back to your regularly distracted Facebook pages. Or should I say, go back to your regularly scheduled distractions. The fact of the matter is that you're never going to get away from somebody else or a group of people trying to tear down somebody else. You're never going to get away from it. If we took, it's never ever possible to do this, because if you saw if you remember in history books the genocide against people who believe differently, you'll see that it never ended very well, okay, for the people engaging in that genocide. There are elites in the United States of America that will use everybody who is on their side, every group from Antifa to social justice to Muslims to you name it. They're going to use them to try to undermine and totally get rid of the people that don't agree with them. Okay? This is what they want. Now, if you care to know more, I'm only going to go on another couple of minutes here, but if you want to know more, you tune in tomorrow to the American Liberty Radio Network podcast, right here on American Liberty Radio Network, because I'm sure within the next 24 hours, the news is going to get a hell of a lot more overwhelming. And you're going to see things and hear things and that are just going to blow your freaking mind, because you're some of those far left liberal brain dead people are going to sit there and applaud at what people are doing and trying to do against Trump. And you're going to see this. They've shown their hand already, and we know who they are. So they don't need to sneak around anymore, and we don't need to go seek them out. They just came right out, and here they are. So now that we know who they are, now is the time for us to push back by any means necessary. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please ask me. Hey, ask me anything you want. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. It's pretty much that simple. American Liberty Radio at USA.com. American Liberty Radio at USA.com. You can find me at AmericanLibertyRadio.weebly.com. You can also hear the show there as well. Got a lot going on. I'm going to share more news with you tomorrow. So if you want to listen to the podcast, that'd be great. Just go to AmericanLibertyRadio.weebly.com and let me know what you think. I'll talk to you tomorrow on American Liberty Radio Network, American Liberty Radio Podcast, at AmericanLibertyRadio.weebly.com.